How are you, sir? Good to see you. I think I know who it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Good
Chris.
to
I'm
see you.
ready.
All right. All right. Like always, the information I'm going to provide right now is going to be preliminary information. This is a very new and fresh investigation, and so as the investigators do their work, more facts and circumstances will come out. And so I just want to make sure everybody's clear on that. I'm also not going to provide a tremendous amount of information because there's some information we just don't know at this point. But what I can tell you is that today at 12:58 p.m. here at the intersection of 30th and Shadeland, we had an officer that was stopped at the intersection facing southbound heading toward roll call. In front of him were two trucks. At some point during that, while sitting there, occupants of each of the trucks got out and began shooting at each other. Our officer, obviously this was at some points an active shooter investigation. The officer also engaged and fired his weapon. At that point, both of the individuals that were in the trucks fled from the area. The officer was able to follow one of the cars east on 30th Street, or he lost sight of that car. A short time later, there was a dispatch run of a person shot at 6600 East 34th Street, north of here. And a short time after that, there was a person that showed up at Community East Hospital also with gunshot wounds. So what we have is two people shot, an adult white male, 44 years old, in stable but critical condition. One black male, 19 years old, at stable condition at Eskenazi Hospital. We're working three different scenes right now. 30th Street to the east from here, 34th and Shadeland, and right here at 30th and Shadeland. We believe at this point these persons shot are all connected to this particular incident, but there's still some work to do to make sure that that's actually the case. We also don't know who's responsible for shooting who, whether the officer shot one of the individuals or both the individuals, or the individuals shot by each other as they engaged in a gunfight here at this intersection. I will say that our East District officers and our North District officers and our interdiction officers were all working in this area. This is an area of concern and high violence area for our police department, and so they were in this area doing exactly what we want them to do. However, this officer that we know of had no interactions prior to this shootout, just happened to be at this location when this occurred. Let's see. We have recovered weapons from, I believe, both scenes. I know one for sure, but I think that we've recovered a weapon also from someone at 34th and Shadeland as well. I will tell you that the officer was in plain clothes in an unmarked police car, in an undercover police car. There is no dash cam video, there is no body cam video. The officer was working in plain clothes, and our plainclothes officers do not utilize body cams. We'll be recovering video from the nearby businesses and looking at that, as well as interviewing witnesses, civilian witnesses who were at the scene at the same time that this occurred. That is all the information that I have and know at this point.
Do you know in what order this happened? How does somebody end up at 6695 East 34th? Was that before all this started, or
No.
somebody left here and went there?
No, we believe when they fled here, they went that direction. There's skid marks and things in the street, so it appears that as the cars took off, one went that way, went north, and one went east on 30th Street. That's what it appears.
So what is that a crime scene under the gas pumps, or is that just where you guys all just gathered?
No, there's nothing that we know of that happened at the gas station.
Were there other people in those vehicles together?
I don't know the answer to that question.
So what did happen?
Nothing that I know of happened at the gas station. Everything happened at the intersection here at 30th and Shadeland. The officers, he was driving his car, so the cars were parked in the street here, and it happened right in front of him in the street.
I heard some traffic on the scanner. Were there several cars hit with gunfire?
I don't know about any other cars hit with gunfire. I know that there were other civilian witnesses here that are being interviewed by CERT detectives at this point.
What was the race of the officer?
The officer involved is white. No community danger at this point. The officer's on administrative leave, as is the standard policy and the routine when officers are engaged in officer-involved shootings. Internal Affairs is out here as well. Marion County Prosecutor's Office is out here running their separate investigation. The I-8 runs the administrative investigation. The Critical Incident Response Team is the criminal investigators in this matter. They're all parallel investigations. Once CERT is complete, they'll submit their findings to the Marion County Prosecutor's Office, who has multiple options at their disposal to deal with the outcome of this case. But that's pretty much it I have right now. We'll update you all as more information is available.
So Chris, you got one car, we got one vehicle at 34th, one vehicle over here, correct?
Yes.
So how does a guy end up at Community East?
That's a question that we're answering right now. There was a possibility that he could exchange cars in the gap between when the officer lost him and when he ended up at Community East. That's why we have to make sure that when I said that, we believe they're all connected, we're going to make sure through the investigation that they are.
You said gun battle.
What's that?
Any confirmed fatalities?
No, no one is deceased. Right now, both the people that are shot are confirmed stable condition.
How many shots fired?
Don't know that yet.
Multiple.
It appears multiple shots, yes.
Did the pickup crash at 69?
There was a fire at that location. I can't tell you if it was a crash involved, or if it was due to damage sustained as trying to flee the area.
Did the perpetrators engage back in the fire at the officer, or was it just officer engaging at the perpetrator?
We don't know if they shot at the officer or not at this point. All right, thank you.